Today, I'm reviewing Cryo-X by SubZero Bag Company. This is the newest bag in SubZero's lineup. It's new for the 25-26 ACL season. Let's go ahead and dive in. Let's break these bags down. As always, start with materials. Slow side, this is a hybrid material. It's the same material you find on the slow side of the Brotherhood Guardian, the Swag Bags Lunatic, the True Cornhole Trimmer, CBC NV, Southwest LTD. Long list of bags. I can go on and on. There's quite a few bags that use this material, and for good reason. It's a very friendly, hole-friendly material, but you still have control with it. It's a material that plays pretty well across all board conditions. So if you live in an area where humidity is an issue, it does pretty well in humidity. If you play in tournaments or big events where board conditions change quite a bit from court to court, it stays pretty consistent across all those conditions. It plays about a 5-speed to me. Brand new is probably 6.5 speed, but once you start to break it in, it softens up, it fuzzes up, it stretches, it kind of slows down and gets about that 5 speed, kind of right in that sweet spot for a lot of players, and what gives it the versatility for being able to play more of a dirty style game or run bags. This falls right in that middle, and you can do both with it really well. So 5 speed on the slow side here, this Cryo-X's. Fast side, this is the same fast side material that you find on the fast side of the True Cornhole Trimmer XD, the Brotherhood Guardian X, the B3, the Coyote, the Ranger, the Fatal. It's very similar to that Pro Sniper Viper fast side material. It plays very similar to that. So if you're familiar with that, that's what you're gonna get here. It feels a little different. I like the way this material feels a little better. It's a little softer, but it still plays about a 9 speed. It's great for pushing those blockers up in the hole, even those level 2, level 3, level 4 blockers. You can push them up, ride them up into the hole. It's great for pulling bags out of the way, dealing with congestion or chaos around the hole. It kind of blows up piles, bars of soaps bags. It's a wonderful fast side material. It's about a 5.9 speed on these bags. Template wise, it's a medium template bag. One thing I'll mention about the template here that's slightly different than what you'll get on some other SubZero bags is it's a little bit, the corners, a little smaller, a little more square corners on that, which gives the bag a little more forgiveness, and I'll get into that in a moment. More forgiveness, also better for collectability, and I'll talk more about that when I get to playability there, but something that will, if you've thrown a lot of SubZero bags, it's something you'll notice there. The fill in here, it's a medium amount of fill in the bag. It gives the bag some flop. These bags do get some looseness to them because these two materials do stretch. As you break them in, they will stretch, they will loosen up, so the bag's gonna get a little bit more flop. I have found throwing these bags that they really don't get, they get right on the edge of being floppy, but not quite going over that line. So when I grab this bag, I grip it down with butterfly grip, I can still lock the bag down. There's no movement. I have complete control. When bags get super floppy, super sloppy, then they kind of move around. I can't grip it. I can't lock it down. So it's right on the edge of that, which I like, because that flop gives this bag forgiveness, gives this bag that drip ability. It's a really drippy bag, and I think that flop has a lot to do with it. But SubZero didn't go too far with that, if that makes sense. The fill in here is a mixed fill. I think I remember them saying that it's a 50-50 blend of round and flat, which sounds about right. I love the fill in this bag. I really do, because the round beads in this bag give this bag some movement, some action for shot shaping, cuts, rolls, flops. You can do that well, but the flat gives that forgiveness. So it's a bag that doesn't have a lot of bounce, a lot of kick to it. So it's still a forgiving bag, but yet you have the shot shaping capabilities with it. And SubZero's done a great job of finding that balance point and getting you just enough round for the action, the movement, but just enough of that flat to also give you that forgiveness there. So love the fill mix that SubZero's using this bag. These bags are ACL stamps. So you play in the ACL, you can throw these. Let's go ahead and jump in. Let's talk more about playability here. And it's a versatile bag. Every time I review this material, I talk about the versatility of it. It's one of the more versatile materials out there, in the sense that if you want to get up and just run bags in the hole, you can do it. Put your 4 bags in, outlast your opponent. You can definitely do that. As I mentioned with the corners here, one of the things you get, one of the advantages you get with a smaller, more square corner is that ability to grip and catch that lip of the hole and pull the bag back in. So it gives you a larger landing zone for landing the bag in. If you're missing left or right of the hole, as long as you can get that corner to just dip and come in and catch the lip, it'll pull the bag back in. I mean, you've got just enough flop here, as I mentioned, so when you go up there, if you're missing your mark, and you'll see here, I tried to throw some bags off kind of left or right to get the bag to grab and pull back in. And I could go, I could get kind of aggressive, so which you don't normally do in an open hole, but where that comes into play is when there's a blocker on the board, and you need to have a little sliver of the hole. You can just kind of get really aggressive and just kind of sneak right by. As long as you get that corner just to dip in, it's going to grab and it's going to pull the bag back in. There's enough round beads in here, the bag just drips in really well. In fact, this is one of the drippier bags that I've thrown. It really does. If it gets near the hole, it's going in. I mean, it really is. It wants to just melt in the hole. It's one of those bags that I talk all the time about, bags that make up for your mistakes. These bags really do make up for your mistakes. When I'm missing, and my weakness, my miss is consistency. I'm always missing left or right because I struggle with hitting that same mark every single time. And so I need a bag like this that can make up for that. And as long as I'm getting it close to the hole, it's going to grab it and go in for you. No problem whatsoever. It's also a good bag for playing a dirty style game. You've got the control here, throw blockers up there. You can put your level 2, level 3 blockers on there. The bags are big enough. They make a great obstacles, enough stick here, enough bite that if your opponent's not used to pushing through, they can cause bags to kick off. The collectability of these bags is great. And I think some of that, part of that has to do with the corners, the square corners. One of the second advantage, the second thing you get with the square corner is, or a smaller, more square corner, is the ability to grip and grab. So when the bag comes through, they kind of hook. The corners hook and grab, and it pulls that bag in with it. So what that means, you get more aggressive, putting that blocker more on your opponent's side, knowing that when you come down to collect, you don't have to go crazy aggressive after the bag. Just come in the middle and just clip that corner, hook it, and pull the bag back in. When you get typically bags that have more of a rounder corner, when the corners are rounder, it's hard to really see. I demonstrate the bags that when you catch corners, they just kind of want to push away from each other. But when you get more square corners, they come through, they catch, they grab, they almost become like a hook and pull that bag with it. The last thing I'll mention is shot shaping. These bags surprise me with the ability for the cuts, rolls, flops. Typically when you get a bag that's forgiving like this, they're a little bit harder on that shot shaping style play, but I really didn't have a problem with it. I mean, you're not making those really harsh, aggressive cuts that you would make with a fuller, stickier true carpet style bag. But for a hybrid material, I made some really good cuts with these bags. I was able to get around bags. I was able to throw my cut flop. I don't know if I caught that on here. I don't do that. I still haven't perfected that flop that I throw, so I don't always throw it on camera. And sometimes when I'm throwing, if the wind's blowing a certain way, it's tough because when I get that nose down action, the wind will catch the bag and blow it off course. So it has to be a pretty calm day for me to do that. But again, I don't know if I caught it on camera, but it's a bag that you can roll and flop. If you've got that ability, if you're average to advanced or elite in the rolls and flops, you have no problem with that. If you're trying to learn, it's maybe not the easiest bag because it does have that forgiveness. It does have that softer landing, but it's not a hard bag. Again, so if you have some skill in the shot shaping cuts, rolls, or flops, maybe you're not at that advanced level yet, but you're getting there. I think a bag like this you can pick up and you can still have success with it. So it gives you those options. If your opponent's throwing blockers up there, putting bags in your way, you have the ability to cut around them or roll or flop over them, leave their bag there. And I didn't even mention the fast side. There's enough speed in the fast side to push through multiple bags. So if you've got a couple blockers up there, or if you and your opponent both have bags around the hole, you just want to flip it over the last bag and just kind of blow the pile up and take as much as you can. You've got enough speed here to do that. The bags also have enough fold, enough flop to them. They don't clog up the hole. When I was trying to collect, I don't know if I caught it on camera, but it was one time where I had my 2 bags around there, and then I had another blocker bag up there, and I came through with fast side, collected all 3 of those, and the push bag went through. So 4 bags melted in and dripped in the hole really well. So no problem with the bags bunching or clogging up in the hole. Definitely a bag that a lot of you are going to love to throw. It falls in that sweet spot speed-wise 5'9". It's got the versatility that can do a little bit of everything extremely well. And the main thing, it's super drippy. One of the drippier bags that I've thrown in a long time. This bag just gets up near the hole and just melts in phenomenally. So if you're looking for a drippy bag, you're looking for a super hole-friendly bag, but you want to have some control, I think these Cryo-X's are exactly what you're looking for. Leads me to availability. SubZero has a website, SubZeroBagCo.com. As always, there's a link down in the description for you guys. Bags are $90 for a set, which is now the lowest price that ACL companies can sell ACL Pro Stamp bags or list them for. So $90, $10 shipping. So $100 shipped to you. It's kind of that mid-price point. But again, it's going to be at the lower end for ACL Pro Stamp bags starting in this new 25-26 season. So $100 shipped to you. It's a great price. High quality bags. I'm a fan of SubZero. I think every bag I've thrown them so far, I really like. I really enjoy. I still have my old set of winter ties that I throw quite often as well. That was actually pre the ACL stamp for SubZero. It's been a few years ago. Still throw those. Still love those bags. This is a bag that may end up replacing those, though. I'll have to see. This is definitely going to be in contention for replacing those winter tides for me, but definitely a bag I recommend checking out. If you throw these Cryo-X's, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment down below. Always love hearing you guys' opinions. As always, I thank you so much for your support, and I thank you for watching.